So the final thing I'll mention is the role of the scapula. So in the textbook it says I've got 60 degrees scapular rotation for 120 degrees humeral, so 160 plus 120 equals 180. Okay, Collage says the textbook's wrong and that we've probably only got 45 degrees scapular movement, and that if anything below 90 there should be 0 scapular movement. So what that means is in a push-up you should be able to lower and come back and the scapula doesn't move at all, right? Because the movement's in the joint, in the humerus. This being that fixed point in which this is happening. Okay. So again, the first thing you usually taught when you go to a trainer is to adduct the scapula. So as soon as I do that, I've now decentrated my chest, because in order to bring the scapula into retraction, I've had to send my ribs forward. So I'm losing these circles. All right. So if we haven't got like a frame for how it works, then it's hard. In a sense, you're surviving almost every movement that you do. So one final point is that, say the cerebellum and the motor cortex together, 90% of the neurons are for inhibition. In other words, to stop stuff, coming in and overworking. So that ability to relax that we talk about, we're in a movement to be able to like give the joint away to show that we can perform the task and relax. Then if we look at top level performance, relaxation is acknowledged as important, but it's not trained. So the best way to train it is on the mat. You know what I mean? In terms of because you've got to prove it to yourself that number one it's possible, and number two that you can actually do it. Because of the way we, when there's demands placed on us, the natural thing is to let those demands have more priority in the moment than they actually nothing has changed in the moment other than I've still got to execute whatever it is. But the seeming demands have now changed my physiology. So again, we've got to be very, very practiced at pure task, not the ability to relax is something in the future, but right now in terms of my performance.